But we're here and we got our wine and we're ready for another girl chat. So I did not announce that I was coming on live anywhere as per usual. So if it's just me, myself, and I for right now, or if I have some of you lovely subscribers or frequent viewers tune in, then that's great. But I just wanted to come on and talk about something that I know, like personally in my life, has been going on. And I think it's super normal and super it's not a one off experience, which is why when I was thinking about what I wanted to talk about today for the live, I was like, I'm just going to be real. I'm going to come from the heart and I'm just going to speak on, what I have been personally going through and, just relate with you guys as I always try to do on my channel. Anyways, if this is your first time watching any one of my videos, my name is Neema and this is Here's Neema, where we talk about all things fashion, beauty, lifestyle, feminine essence, feminine energy, self-love, and development. And any topic that I basically ever talk about that's like not specifically in those niches or like genres, I guess. Especially these sit down, like talking type videos, these girl chat, wine chat videos, are always going to be like in congruence and in like alignment with my beliefs as far as like, living an aligned life as a woman in my feminine and, it is countercultural. That is really what it is. And so, with all of this, level up, community here on social media and on YouTube and, just women kind of just wanting to become their best selves and be more aligned in their feminine and all of that. We can go on and on and on, talking about, all the different types of content that's out there. But I know for me, like, I have been feeling unmotivated lately. Oh, Bree the creator. Hey, girl. Thanks for tuning in. I know you by now. We're friends. So cheers to you. You found me here. But I have been feeling, just unmotivated, with several things. There was a point in time where I feel like I was on my A game with my level up. I would say like maybe 2 or 3 years ago, I was like really, really on it. My makeup, my hair, even like my inner work, just making sure that my mindset was right. Being on myself with like going to the gym, making sure that I'm eating right, drinking water, like watching all of the things. And honestly, guys, like it is a lot. It is a lot. Keeping up with your nail appointments, keeping up with all of your beauty things. Not to mention just keeping up with, keeping a clean space and like making sure that all of your other life stuff is taken care of, right? Especially if like you don't really have anybody necessarily like helping you with certain things. Like I have to go and get like an oil change. I have to like take out the trash, if you are, whether you have a man in your life like permanently, not just like, anyway, you get what I mean. If you, even if you live with people or, which is why that's personally for me, and I will advise any woman to do this any day, is like, if you have family that you get along with and you are either younger to where, it's like more socially acceptable, I guess, if you are like in your early to mid 20s and you live like with your family. But even if you're not, if you just fell on a hard time or you just need some extra support or what have you, like I am all for women going and living with their family and getting that support because, it's a lot. It's a lot out here, by yourself, just kind of like making it happen. And if you don't really have like, I guess that support, and not even just financially, but obviously financially, but, just, if you don't, like I said, like if you're just single and you're just, you're doing life and, there's a lot. It's a lot. So, all that to say, I just feel like I have been feeling unmotivated to, keep up with all of my beauty stuff, all of my, level up things, even journaling, which is something that I really wanted to stay consistent with, at the beginning of this year. I have just been sporadic, even my YouTube channel, as you guys know, like I wish I could post so much more. But I'm at the point in my life, and I've spoken on this multiple times, where I know that I need to make a lot of shifts. A lot of the things that I have been doing in the past that used to work, and I didn't have issues, with the way that things were at that time. Nowadays, I'm at a point where it's not working for me like it used to, So I'm definitely at the point where I am shifting a lot of things in my life. There are a lot of changes happening, and that's something that's really exciting for me in 2023. But I guess I'm just kind of coming on and just letting you guys know like what's going on with me, and also some ways that I am starting to kind of get back into my ultimate level up, where I'm on my way, right? Because I feel like it's almost like a 2.0 for me, to where when I kind of first started making like all of these shifts, with my mindset and just the way that I saw myself, and just being more aligned in my feminine and all of those things, and even just the way I would interact with everybody in my life, not to mention, obviously men, in dating situations, relationships, but then also how I was relating with life. Like that was kind of like the first time, and I guess that was when, like 2018 or so. And I was still making videos at that time. I was in Korea at that time as well. So, you can go on my channel and you can kind of see like a little bit of the evolution there. But I do feel like, at this point in my life, as I just have grown, and so many things have happened, and also not happened, and life is I'm where I'm at in my life right now. I just kind of feel like I need to level up again, you know what I mean? And as you guys know, like I recently moved, and I think that that's kind of a big point that I wanted to share with you guys. I think a big thing that helps with, when you just kind of feel like you haven't really been on your P's and Q's with your level up, and you're looking to just like get back on track with it, is changing your environment. And that doesn't mean like go and move, unless that's what you want to do, or if your environment is just kind of stale, like it's been the same, for several months or weeks, and I think that's where, like, if you like decorating and stuff like that, that's where a lot of that comes into play, which I did a little bit of that today, because obviously Valentine's Day, February is going to be ending in the next day or two, so just kind of getting rid of some of the Valentine stuff, getting out some of the spring stuff, and even just like a few little things, bringing those out and putting them in the kitchen, because my couch is still not here yet. So again, we still are dealing with the echo. But even just my whole story of just going and getting my couch, like I just wanted to continue to just elevate my environment. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm tired of waiting all the time. Like I just feel like, obviously, we know that we can't do everything all at once. But if you want something and you want to do it, like start taking those steps towards achieving that thing. For me, like I'm not just gonna like sit and wait for, something to happen so that I can furnish my place, like, or something. I don't know, like all at once. Like I may not be able to do it all at once, but I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I already have all of my furniture picked out. Like already. Like it's just a matter of like ordering it. Everything is picked out. Bree asks if I get paid for going on live. I'm gonna say not yet. Yeah. So, but let me see. I'll probably have to put on the super chat, because I wish, like, I want to do more lives. And I mean, I say that and literally based off, like, going off of what I just said. Like, instead of just talking about it and wishing and waiting, like, just doing it. You know what I mean? Thanks, Bree. Well, I'm working up to those 1,000 subscribers, girl, so I can get a monetized YouTube channel. So, Definitely, if you like my videos, make sure to like and share and subscribe and all that. It really, really means a lot to me. And this is the best hobby ever. I don't know if you guys actually know this, but I've actually been on YouTube for like over 10 years. So my channel has been through a lot. I started it in high school, but it has pretty much always been about like, I've always made videos about self-development, like how to do things. I think I had one of my highest videos that I had ever made, or like the most viewed at that time when I was in high school, was how to plan a Sweet 16. Because I was in the middle of planning my Sweet 16, and I was like, you know what? I was looking up, all this information on YouTube, and I was like, I didn't really find as much as like I wish I would have. So I went ahead and made a video, and I think I ended up getting like 5,000 views on it before I took it down, which was a lot for me. Maybe even more than that, because it was up for years, y'all. But yes, so just kind of getting back into just level up and 2.0 and getting to your next level. And I feel like it's very normal to just feel like you are not doing everything that you're supposed to be doing, and you're not there, like maybe you were at one point in time. I have been on a health and fitness journey, on a weight loss journey for like basically my whole life. I've bounced up and down on the scale, and that's something that I felt discouraged multiple times. Multiple times I felt unmotivated, multiple times. But just kind of continuing to keep on going. Just keep on trying. If you didn't make it today, if you didn't make the appointment this week for your nails to get done or whatever, if you didn't, do all of the things that you felt like you should have done, stayed on top of your skincare, done all of your self-care things, made sure that you cleaned up your apartment the way that you want to, you're just basically living in the environment that you want to live in, and the I guess I should say on the level that you want to be. Like that woman that we all envision ourselves as, that woman that we all envision, like that girl, literally that girl. Remember that trend? It kind of like came and it went, but it's still relevant. That girl, like that girl that you see in your mind, that girl that you know that you have the potential and the capacity to be, just continuing to just always strive to be her and to be more like her every day, doing all the things that she would do. You're just always reaching and always trying to make sure that you are on that level. And I feel like the more that you try and the more that you do it, obviously things will happen. Obviously life, things happen in life. But I just feel like, as long as you're always trying, and that's kind of where I'm at. Like even in my health and fitness, I have always, like no matter if I stay the same weight or if I gained a few pounds or if I've lost weight, I'm always conscious of what I'm eating and eating healthy and trying to at least make it to the gym a couple times a week, even if I don't reach my goal. And I think that honestly, that has helped me a lot. That's helped me to maintain. I haven't gained excessively because I've always at least tried, even if I never made it to like what I wanted like my initial goal. I've always kept trying. And so, I'm definitely trying to up the ante, y'all. But I have been feeling unmotivated, and I think that has a lot to do with just feeling overwhelmed, and with a lot of different things going on in life and responsibilities, it can be overwhelming. But I think for me, like one thing, like I mentioned before, changing my environment, I think that really has helped. I cleaned up my whole place today, felt really good about that. I spent the whole weekend like sleeping in and getting my rest. And I am riding the crimson wave, as Cher says. So, and I made a whole, series of cycle syncing, and talked about all the different phases of your cycle and kind of like, what's happening and what you should be doing in all of those different phases. And so definitely make sure to check that out. That is on my channel. And so, I am, it's that time of the month for me, and I really, really felt tired. Like I was tired. After a full week, like a long week, even though Monday was a holiday, but still, I mean, it was such a busy week for me, like not just with work, so many other things were going on, and just trying to just keep up. B, trying to make sure that I'm doing all the things that I need to do for myself, at the same time. And, at the end of the day, as I get ready for the next day, if you work full time, you already know it's a grind. Okay. It's a grind. And, one of the good things, at least about teaching, is all the breaks that you get in between. But the worst part is, you get those breaks and you finally feel rested. You finally feel like, okay, like I'm back to my equilibrium. Like I'm not like up here, I'm not on 10, I'm not on 3, I'm like right where I need to be. And then you get back and it's like the same thing over again. And then like every break, I feel like I'm having to like decompress and I'm having to like bring myself down because of the stress. So I think that just stress from work, and just life, different things in life that are just going on, all the things that I'm trying to do for me. Like it's not anybody putting anything on me, but it's me on what I'm trying to do for me. You know what I mean? Even doing my taxes, y'all, I was like, oh Lord, let me try to do it. I've always used TurboTax. And this year, my taxes have never been this complicated. So I could not use TurboTax anymore. So I'm learning. Hey, it's adulting, and we gonna get there. And we did it. See, I did my taxes. I did what I had to do, y'all, and it's all good. It's all good. But I mean, it's like so many different things, and I just feel like one, after changing your environment and taking the time to rest, like that's a huge one, just like resting, because how are you supposed to think clearly and get even to a point where you can even think about your level up and think about what you want to do for you to get to the next level in your level up when you're exhausted? You are literally exhausted. For me, I have been so, like this weekend I was so tired. Also, it's my time of the month, so that's also a factor. But I just had to honestly like level with myself and say, you know what? It's always going to be a lot to do. It's always going to be something. It's always going to be a laundry list, a to-do list. It's always going to be this, that, all these different things. But you have to prioritize. And if your priority is to take care of you and to prioritize your level up and whatever that means for you. I mean, I think I also shared with you guys 2 big things that are really important to me this year are getting myself together financially, and also it's so bad that I can't remember. I don't remember what I said in the video, but basically I'm focusing on, my health and wellness. And so, but for me, self-care is included in health and wellness. Getting enough sleep and enough rest, making sure that I groom myself and I take care of myself. I do my bubble baths and I'm doing my skincare and I'm taking care of my hair, my natural hair and my wigs and all my stuff. Making sure that, my body is taken care of, not just like exercising and eating right, but also making sure that I feel beautiful and I feel my best. And so that to me is like a huge part of my level up. And you don't need, the best makeup or the nicest clothes in order to do that, but you do need to make sure that you're taking care of your things and make sure that you're taking care of yourself. And yeah, I mean, that does cost. It costs. Everything is going to cost. But if that's a priority for you, then that's something that should be, first and foremost and important enough for you to put ahead of, several other things. I haven't been socializing as much. I have been working and I have been taking time for myself. I keep up with people over the phone. I just went out, not last weekend, but the weekend before, I think. To a wedding, and I was able to see people and socialize and went out, hung out, but that was like a one-off thing. I may do that kind of a thing like once a month or once every 2 months. I am not out here, y'all. I am not out here. I used to be a lot more social. I used to spend more time and spend more energy doing that. I cannot afford to do that anymore the way that I was before, because I have to be more focused on myself. And I am taking ownership of the fact that I have definitely been falling off. Okay, been falling off of my level up, and I need to be back on it. And this is a 2.0 now. So I'm getting my place together, and that's really exciting for me. And that's a project. I'm not gonna lie. Like I brought my vision board out here because I was thinking about all of these things that I'm sharing with you guys now. I've been thinking about all of this, all weekend long, just as I've been resting, and I've just been, taking that time to myself. But then I'm also like, you know what? I think that not having my vision board back up, because y'all know I moved, so I was having my vision board up in my last place, but then now I'm redoing it. So it's not complete. I'm like, you know what? This is the time. This is the time right now in my menstrual phase when, I can take the time to journal and just continue to go inward and just, be with myself. I mean, I'm not exercising right now. I'm just kind of like, obviously I'm on YouTube. This to me is fine. I love this any time in my cycle, pretty much. As long, depending on, and that's another thing, I really am very intuitive, and so if I really don't feel like doing something, I try not to force myself to do it if I can help it. Like, obviously there's some things that you kind of can't put off for too long, maybe a day, maybe like a couple hours, but you got to do it. So, within reason, guys, within reason, but just not forcing myself to do certain things. If I'm really not feeling that I'm able to do it, or I just don't feel like I have the energy. But I think it's all really a balancing act, and also just all that, listening to your body, listening to yourself, but then also staying focused and having that structure, of, okay, I'm doing this. This is the time that I do this thing, so I'm sticking to that. So I think that's kind of where, things get, a little bit murky sometimes. Bree says, I'm going to email your business email with information. Oh, okay. Yeah, hey, definitely. Let's connect. Yeah, all of my info is in the description at all times, so definitely make sure to reach out. All of you guys, like, I always see Bree in the comments and stuff, so yeah, and also follow me on Instagram. I'm on Instagram all the time. I'm just a regular girl. Like, I'm not, I mean, I just be posting, like, it's like following your friend. I would think, and I would feel like I just post, like, funny things and, motivational quotes, reels, just relatable, fun, cool stuff. And so that's the great thing about having my channel so small, is that I get to, like, connect with you guys on a more personal level, which I really like. So I do have, like, a couple of followers on YouTube, or subscribers on YouTube that are followers also on my Instagram. So it's a lot of fun just connecting with y'all and, chit-chatting from time to time in the DMs. So, but yes, so, I guess that's kind of what I was saying before, is, kind of maintaining that balance of having that masculine container to be like, okay, this is my structure, this is what I need. I've definitely gotten a lot better with budgeting. That's something that I've always had a budget. I've always had, like, always wanted to make sure, like, I know where my money's going. Every subscription, every, all those little things that tend to add up. Like, I'm very meticulous in a way. Well, not really meticulous at the same time, because I don't have a whole lot, but I've also canceled several. So, just making sure that I'm keeping on track with a lot of those things. So that's, like, one example of a masculine container. And then also the feminine flow side of just, like, going with how you're feeling and that intuition and that just general, like, flow of what are you gonna wear today? Is it gonna be pink? Is it gonna be blue? Is it gonna be throw on a scarf? And I don't know. Just when I was getting ready for this video, I was like, I haven't worn this in a while, and I don't know. Like, you guys are seeing me from, like, the bottom up, so whatever. I'm just cheating today, like, whatever. Anyways, I have 3 people watching me, so definitely make sure to comment if you guys have anything to add. If you've been feeling like, you are just not really motivated in your level up right now, or, and it doesn't even have to be with like, your looks or anything like that. It could literally just be like, I just don't really feel motivated to do like much, but get up and do the things that you quote unquote have to do. Like, a lot of people manage to go to work, because if you don't go to work, then like, we all know that could lead to host of problems. But, they're depressed in their day-to-day life. They're depressed. They come home, they drink, they smoke, and, just depressed. And so we're just going to bed and, shut out the world. So, I mean, a lot of people are definitely going through that kind of a thing all the time. And, one thing that I kind of feel when it comes to depression and anxiety, which a lot of people always want to say, like, oh, I struggle with depression and anxiety, or I'm having depressive episodes, or this and that. And I personally, this is my personal opinion, and please don't be offended, y'all, but honest to God, I feel that one of the worst things anybody can do is to claim that as a part of who you are, or a part of something that you actually, like, that is a part of you that you struggle with, and it's like, it's just a part of you. Like, I've heard so many people say that they struggle with it like it's some kind of like permanent disease, or permanent like mental like disorder, or something that like they can't get away from. And I personally just feel that, as a human being, that is a human experience. Everybody is going to go through some level of depression and anxiety in their life. It just is what it is. It's a human experience, and we all will feel it. Just like grief. Grief is a human experience, and at one point or another, you will experience that. Is it different for everybody to a degree? Yes. Obviously, there's several factors if we're talking about grief and we're talking about depression. Yeah, we could say there's some similarities. Obviously, there's plenty of differences in that as well. But main point is, it is not forever. This is a temporary thing. This is a temporary feeling. This is a temporary state. You are not depression. You are not anxiety. And I think the problem is, well, there's several problems. If we're going to look at the whole thing, if we're going to talk about women, if we're going to talk about society, if we're going to talk about mental health and, mindset and all those things, there's several problems, obviously, that we are facing in the Western world right now when it comes to that. And honestly, even worldwide, because I feel like these ideas are also, catching on in other parts of the world. But honestly, I just really firmly believe that one of the worst things you can do is claim that. And if you're a person who you are experiencing, a season of feeling depressed, or you just feel just unmotivated in life, one of the best things I could say is just don't claim that over yourself and your life, because this is a season. Even like, I'm coming on here and I'm telling y'all the truth. I really genuinely feel like I'm unmotivated in my level up right now. Like, I have just been dealing with so many other things. It has definitely taken, a back seat for me. But I'm wanting to change that, and I am doing the things that I need to do to be able to elevate that and elevate myself and change that for myself. Is it going to happen automatically? No. But like I mentioned before with the working out example, the more that you do it, the more that you will condition yourself to always have those things done. Nails is a perfect example for me. I don't do my own nails. I go get my nails done. But when I wait to get them done, because since I do it so often, what I noticed is when I was getting them done twice a week, it was so often that I wasn't really enjoying. It wasn't something that I was like looking forward to as much, because it's like, oh yeah, gotta go get my nails done. Like, it was kind of become one of those things that you just do because you have to, kind of a thing. And I didn't want it to be like that. So I stretched it out a little bit longer every 3 weeks, and that helped. And I mean, it's something where my nails are always done. I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to sit there and like figure out, oh my gosh, how am I going to do my nails? Because that's something that I don't personally like to do. If you like to do that and you want to take the time to do that for yourself, then that's great. I think there's a lot of girls that do that and they love it, and that's awesome. I am not one of those people. So I do what I need to do for me. But now it's become such a habit and such a routine that like I know when I need to go get my nails done. And I do it and I make the time to do it and I enjoy it, and then boom, there you go, it's done. So that's one thing that I never, that's one thing I can never slack on, because I've always been like that. Or I could say not always, but for the last like 5 years of just about, maybe like 3 to 5 years. So that's just an example. So hey, if you're anything like me and you are struggling with this, or you are just ready for the 2.0 version of you in your level up, then I'm not sure, maybe I'll make a series, or maybe I'll like make an updated video with some progress here soon. But yeah, just waking up every day and just, wanting to be that girl and just strive to be that better version of myself. And, I feel like you look like it, you become it. So getting dressed in the morning, doing my hair like I want to do my hair, wearing the clothes that I want to wear. Like I have started to kind of become better with that. One thing that I have been skimping on though is makeup. I used to be so much better with my makeup. I used to do lashes. I used to be looking so cute. But yeah, I'm definitely lazy with that these days. I need to improve. And so some days are better than others. But yeah, guys, I have just been like, yeah, I don't feel like doing my makeup. And I think another thing, and this is one quick thing I'm going to add before I end the video, is if you are feeling bored with like the clothes that you have in your closet or the makeup that you have, I feel like that's a sign that you need to go get more. Like you need new things to feel inspired. And I'm not a makeup person. Like I don't buy makeup often. So for me, like it would not be like crazy for me to like go and buy new makeup, but because I don't do that often. So that's another thing that I know I probably need to do, is like make a trip to Ulta or something like that and get some new makeup. But then as far as the clothes, I feel like I have way too many clothes. It's fun to shop your closet if you have a lot of different clothes, because they say we only wear like I think 20% of our closet or something like that. So shopping your closet, wearing the things that you haven't paid much attention to, in the last several months, I think it can make a really huge difference. And just, if you do go out and buy new clothes, then do that and enjoy that. And I mean, spring is coming up. We're all going to need some new stuff anyways. So that's something that's really always exciting and, that we can do. So anyway, guys, I've been talking so long, like nonstop for like 32 minutes. It's a talent, for real. So since I don't have any more comments or any other people adding anything in, I am going to go ahead and love you and leave you and end the video. This was a fun girl chat. I love having this platform. I love being able to just share with you guys what's going on with me. This is literally just, this whole channel is like a personal diary in a sense. So I love it. I love, being able to do this and like have you guys come along with me on this journey and just share the highs, share the lows, share what we're doing to motivate ourselves, get ourselves from point A to point B, and the successes, the stories, the travels, everything, everything. You guys know it's a Mod Podge, so I'm loving it. And I will definitely be letting you guys know when the couch gets here, because I never did show it, and I am excited to show you guys. It's supposed to be getting delivered this upcoming weekend on Saturday, so I'm so excited. And I will just love you guys and leave you guys, because I will be here. I will be here all night, okay? Okay. And see you in the next one. Okay. Have a great week. Stay encouraged. Stay blessed. Love you guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye.